Hi. Do you know that insomnia could be because of the soul level guilt? It could be soul level guilt or current guilt or some moral guilt. Well, only the person who's suffering can decide. We have a beautiful session now recorded today, and we have unfolded layer by layer in that session how insomnia was connected with a soul level guilt. Certainly watch it, and you can repeat the same process for yourself and start sleeping in a better way. Of course, there's much deeper work needed, but this is a kind of a teaser, and this recording is more for your awareness. The video may appear to be long. You can skip the initial part and go somewhere on the midway and start watching from there. And if you're listening to the audio, you can skip first few minutes and start listening. But I would recommend listen to it fully. And it would be pretty insightful as well as a beautiful lesson for you to learn and a lovely technique that you can use to practice. If you really want to bring about a positive transformation in life, join us for a workshop on inner purification and soul symphony, and to understand how conscious, subconscious, and superconscious mind works. Join us for spiritual solution curriculum. Now, listen to the recording. Know yourself through Redikall. Well, most of you actually know yourself here. We're going to take it forward and open it up to masses a little later. So what we're going to do is take any symptoms, any peripheral symptom, and we will try and reach the core story, as close to the core as possible. It's like an expert botanist or a gardener would just touch a twig or look at the flower fallen on the ground and would be able to tell you which tree it is from and which is the best season when it flowers and what kind of fruits and what kind of leaves and the habits of that tree and what kind of manure would work, everything, A to Z, based on one flower, one twig, because when they see a part of it, they can see the whole. So you may see stories like in an isolation. You may see, okay, I've got just a headache, or I've just got elbow pain, or I've just got triggering with particular animal, or I've got just this allergy, or I've got relationship issue with mother. It could be just one such issue. You may have plenty, but you may just have one story, which is not necessarily something that needs to be healed. However, it's the story, it's an issue, it's there as a part of your life, and how we can eventually understand yourself through that story. Now, we may or may not go right to the core, but we may go closer to the core and understand who you are through Redikall. We're going to use two techniques. One is chakras, and second is recitation, right? So we're going to use multi-chakra guidance from Redikall. We all know that there are 250 chakras, which gives us so much insights that you can almost decode any story that is happening in your life. So let's go ahead and invite somebody who may be wanting to share some story. Remember, this recording might just go on social media. So only open up if you feel right. Yeah. Yes, Manisha.
Yes, ma'am, I've got issue with my sleeping actually.
Mm-hmm. So what is
So no matter how much I sleep, I still feel like that there's lots still. I mean, I can sleep the entire day, but still a certain kind of lethargy is there, and I still feel like as if I need more of the sleep. And the beauty is this that this was one thing that I had conveyed to my husband before marriage, that this is my issue, that I cannot get up early in the morning, and it's been 24 years of my marriage, and still I'm struggling with my sleep actually.
it's very interesting. You said, did they start only after marriage or you had it before, you said?
Oh, right. From my very first memory, I always had been told by my family to get up early. I'd been the late riser. There's
Mm.
a difference in my maternal family. In my parents' house, getting up at 6:32 used to be late. By 7, it used to be too late. And thankfully, when I got married here, it was nothing like that. But still, even if I get up at 8:39, though I get up because my husband leaves at 8, so I need to pack him tiffins and all. बच्चों के लिए भी करने का होता है, तो I used to, there was a time when I used to get up at 5:30 also, but still it is a challenge for me.
Okay, what time do you sleep?
Sleeping is also late here,
Yeah.
around 12:30.
Okay.
But ma'am, it's not only about the late sleeping hours. It's also about during the entire period of sleep. Also, I don't think I get a sound sleep. I'm all awake kind of.
Hmm. All right. So you don't get a sound sleep and hence you cannot wake up fresh in the
Yes,
morning. Okay. I'm just
yes,
going to check with Radical Multichakra Intelligence that why does Manisha not get sound sleep? Okay. And I'm randomly
yes, ma'am.
putting the information in this booklet and let's see what answer do we get.
Sure, ma'am.
Hmm. Left fulfillment chakra, reminder to grant yourself permission to fulfill self and others. For some reason, uh, you're not fulfilling yourself well. Now, how to interpret that? In your case, to get up well, you need to sleep well. And for you to sleep well, you need to feel fulfilled and complete at the end of the day before you go to bed. That wow, I've done what I needed to do. Everything is tick mark and I am fine. Does that resonate, Manisha?
Ma'am, that way I don't know, ma'am. I cannot interpret this very correctly because I do not. I fulfill my duties absolutely the way they are to be done. In fact, I was told many times I had been asked by my husband to be a little, that kind of, I'm too much involved with everything. He says that you keep yourself involved in thankless job. So that is not the issue with me, that I have got some compulsion to do it, but still it is there.
Manisha, you're presuming that it's a duty only towards others. What about duty towards yourself? And it's not even duty, it's about soul level contract, soul level commitment. Okay, let me give you a hint. So, what is it that Manisha is not fulfilling? Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
let's check. Left career chakra, reminder to give, deliver, impart, contribute in your career. Now, it has two meanings. One is the family setup, Manisha.
Yes,
Secondly,
ma'am.
meant to do something which you are not doing.
Okay.
Do you have any kind of guilt or regret of not making a career or not doing anything in life apart from looking after the household, relatives, husband, children, and maybe in laws?
Ma'am, actually, there was a time till, I mean, this being I'm basically a healer and a therapist myself. So till before that, I would really used to take pride in being a homemaker, taking care of everything. But now, when I have, since 2018, I have entered into it. So from there on, this extra desire to really work has come up. But this issue of my sleep has been since my childhood. So I don't know.
Okay. See, reasons could be different at different times, you know? So
Okay.
it doesn't have to be only healing then. It could be any commitment at any level. Okay. Current
Okay.
story is guilt of not being in integrity with your life plan. Okay. Now, integrity is not honesty. You've chosen
Okay.
at the soul level that I will be healing.
Okay.
Okay. Healing myself, healing others, or whatever, somewhat related. It may not be healing, it may be just counseling, it may be something related to that, spreading good vibes. So just say, I keep my soul level commitments. I easily
Okay.
just say it and see how it feels. Let's see.
I
Easily
easily
keep
keep
my
up my soul.
soul level commitment. Just say it and see how it feels.
I mean, aloud or in my
Aloud,
mind?
aloud would be good.
Aloud. Okay. Ma'am, it brings a kind of, I mean, a little stir is there inside.
Yes. Keep saying.
Pukish feeling is there.
Yeah.
And palpitations is here and it feels a little heavier.
Mm-hmm.
Gap building up here. Ma'am, it is heavy actually.
Yeah. So there is some story there, right? Okay. So I purify my blocks in keeping soul level commitments. I hope you're reciting that.
Yes, ma'am. Internally, I'm reciting it. And I purify my soul level blocks.
Purify my blocks in keeping soul level commitments.
Ma'am, strong urge to throw up is coming.
Yeah, you may just get up and throw up because there's some energetic block which is not letting you do that.
So, ma'am, do I need to get up and move?
If it comes, don't feel inhibited.
Okay.
You can do that.
Okay.
But best
Okay. No, no, no. I mean, the urge is there, but no, I don't feel like going and throwing up.
problem. Just transfer that block, energetic block in your left palm.
No.
Okay. And just say, I purify you. I purify you with radical consciousness. 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 How do you feel?
Ma'am, I'm feeling a little better, but what I sensed, I mean, I could not see any block, but I sensed whatever was there in my hand, it kind of had eaten up half my palm. And a sense of cool was there. I mean,
Now, does the palm feel eaten up still?
it seems as if it is not there till my wrist.
Ah, okay. I purify, just say I purify my energetic blocks. I purify my resistance to keep my soul level commitments. I purify my resistance to keep my soul level commitments. I purify my resistance to keep my soul level commitments. Yes, what's happening?
Ma'am, the palm has regrown, but I can sense a slight of it is still there. And I can sense sense in the sense that in my guided imagery, I can sense flame kind of fire is there. No? That is there.
I purify this flame. I purify this fire. I purify this fire with radical consciousness. I purify.
Again,
Yeah.
pukish feel is there.
Okay. How's the palm?
Palm is there, better, but that flame has reduced. I mean, reduced in size.
All right. Just say I purify my resistance to keep my soul level commitment.
I mean, in my guided imagery, a smile came. So something, a smile from within.
How's your palm?
Ma'am, better.
Fully it's come back?
Yes.
And how's your nausea?
Ma'am, a slight heaviness is still there, but I think as I'll continue reciting it, it will get better.
I purify my awareness of my soul level commitment. It's the next statement. I purify. With radical consciousness, I purify my awareness of my soul level commitment. This everyone can do. With radical consciousness, I purify my awareness of the soul level commitment.
Ma'am, pain has built up on the right side of my chest.
I purify my courage to know my soul level commitment. The right side of the chest, we have courage chakra, courage to receive.
Yes, and ma'am, and as I recite this, spin in my head is there, and more so on the right side itself.
Yeah. I purify my courage to know my soul level commitment.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I think this is what I need to identify with.
What?
Ma'am, a gag and too heavy pukish feeling is there, though I don't need to puke, but that heavy pukish sense is there.
I purify my resistance to have courage with radical consciousness. I purify my resistance to have this courage.
Ma'am, just below the diaphragm on the right side, something pulsated.
Just 1 inch away from the below the diaphragm. Where exactly? The pit.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, and just next to the center line.
Okay, on the right side, no problem. I purify my insecurity. With radical consciousness, I purify my insecurity about keeping the soul level commitment.
Ma'am, some pressure is building up in my both ears, more on the right side and the center of the head. Head or to, I mean, and I can sense a slight pain on the right side, just next to the center line of the head.
Yes. I purify my guilt of letting down. With radical consciousness, I purify my guilt of letting down my higher consciousness. This point,
Yes, ma'am.
is it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
You said yes to what?
ma'am, what you are saying.
Okay.
And the point also with what you said. And this makes me feel, I mean, a silent cry is there inside.
Purify my guilt and regret for letting down my higher consciousness. With radical consciousness, I purify my guilt and regret for letting down my higher consciousness.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I think though it is heavy, still here in the chest and throat, pukish feeling is there, but
With soul consciousness, I purify my lack of acceptance of my soul level commitment.
ma'am, below the diaphragm in the center, a certain heat has developed.
How's it over here, the throat and upper chest?
Gone. I think spin is also gone. This has lessened down, and I can sense slight heat in the center of
Continue. I purify my need to accept my soul level commitment.
ma'am, feeling better now.
Okay. All right. So the lesson for today is we have human commitments and we have soul level commitments. Thanks to the societal norms, we have chosen to keep commitments, and that may or may not match our soul level commitments. And we often feel completely disturbed and out of integrity. And we don't even know because only the subconscious mind knows. But that gives us a kind of restlessness, lack of peace, and sometimes even sleeplessness. So, from sleeplessness, we interestingly added the whole story and understood that here, somewhere, Manisha has not been keeping her soul level commitment. She's yet not very sure of what is that, but I'm sure over a period of time, now she will open up and she will open up to the possibility of keeping the soul level commitment. Any other question? So here is a somebody said,
Thank you, ma'am.
you're most welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Keep working on the same line. Eventually, you'll open up to know what the soul level commitment is all about. Yeah.
Sure,
Most
ma'am.
likely,
Sure.
it is healing yourself, healing people. Yeah. Or
Sure,
something
ma'am.
related in that space. So,
Sure, ma'am. Thank
most welcome. So somebody has written, I have regrets and also feel unloved by my husband, don't want to open camera, which I totally understand. So if that is the case, you can register anonymously and don't open the camera and still talk. It's fine. I will be adding this probably to the social media more as a kind of an example where people can just watch this and learn to heal themselves and know themselves, right? So it's keeping in mind the greater good. Thank you, Manisha, for coming forward and teaching us such invaluable lesson today.
you. Grateful to you, ma'am.
Most welcome. Yes, Shidal.
Ma'am, what is the definition of the soul level commitment? Exactly what exactly it is?
So we have committed to do certain things over here, and we've committed to go through certain experiences and perform certain activities, which we know at deepest level of our existence. Consciously, we may or may not agree with that. All right. And it may not appear to be possible, but when you actually work with yourself layer by layer, you connect to your soul level commitment. And when you start keeping the soul level commitment, you actually feel a lot at peace.
Thank you, ma'am, for clarification.
Most welcome. I think that's all today. Um, that's all today. So see you tomorrow, 11 o'clock. You can invite your friends, relatives to this show, and let's have a great day. Enjoy. Have a good day. Bye.
You too, ma'am.